Welcome to the channel. My name is Lee and today we are swatching a bunch of pen samples. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions or comments in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for my birthday, my husband got me a ink sampling set from Goulet Pens, and this is them. And today I'm going to do an ink swatching of them. I've purchased a couple of products in lieu of this ink swatching endeavor. I've purchased a pack of Tomoe River 68 gram white paper, and this is my first time using Tomoe River paper. I've seen a lot of people gush over it online, and I've also bought this Fonte pen, which you can get like a fountain pen nib for it, but you can also get a glass pen nib for it, and that's what I did. And I'm going to use this paper and this dip pen to swatch my new inks. I've taken a little bit of time to cut up the paper so that I can fit it into my little 6-ring binder planner. I don't know if this is going to be like a long-term solution for my ink storage, but I didn't want to use a bound notebook because I had no idea how I wanted to organize the ink samples, and it seemed like something with more flexibility was a better way to go. One of the inks did leak in transit, and I'm fairly positive that it was this Noodler's Southwest Sunset. But it looks like a really pretty red-orange color. We've also got this Manyo Nekoyanagi by Sailor, which is a bluish, like a cool blue. Diamine Writer's Blood, which I do already have a bottle of this. Jacques Herbin, so Herbine Emerald of Chivor. Henry David Thoreau by Organic Studio. Diamine Polar Glow. And Manyo Haha by Sailor. I do think some of these might be shimmer colors. But anyway, let's go ahead and give them a try. All right, so I'm going to start out with this Manyo Haha by Sailor. I'm going to start with a little swatch here. Oh, interesting. That is not what I was expecting. It kind of has this kind of two-toned thing with purple and blue. And I'm going to set all of these aside to dry, and then I will come back and do a little final thoughts on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next Sailor ink, or the other Sailor ink, which is the Manyo Nekoyanagi, which is a blue color, also a blue color. It's also a really light, kind of two-toned, but this one with a pinkish vibe to it. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and do the two diamine colors. I'm going to go ahead and do the Writer's Blood. I have swatched Writer's Blood on this channel before in my ink collection video, but since it's in this collection here, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Kind of has like a purpley undertone red color. I do love the way it looks when you write with it. Oops. Diamine. And this is a color that I've never used before, the Diamine Polar Glow. It's kind of like an ultramarine kind of a color. Like phthalo vibes. It's actually a really gorgeous color. for writing. I don't know if I would love it in a fine tipped nib. It would have to be a really juicy pen. And next up, I'm gonna do the one Noodlers, which is the Southwest Sunset. It's kind of like a bloody red color. This is the one that leaked. Oh, interesting. So it comes out to be more of like a orangey yellow. It's not a bad color at all. If anybody's curious how I correct myself in my journal when I mess up, that is how. And I've been trying to branch away from Noodlers, but I can't deny that this is a really beautiful color. Two more to go. We're going to do the Organic Studio Henry David Thoreau, which is, I mean, who doesn't love Henry David Thoreau? This looks like a really thick, rich ink. It's very like jewel toned, kind of turquoisey color. Really dark. So I'm going to try this one next because it goes with the Organic Studios. This is the Nitrogen. Just a nice kind of general blue color. Also has a touch of a color shift. Jacques Herbin Emerald of Cheval. I have one Herbin ink that it's kind of like a dark purplish kind of color, and I didn't love it because I felt like it kind of dried out my pen. I don't know if that would be the case for all of them, but I have heard other people say something similar about their inks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let these dry for a minute, and I'm gonna come back and give you guys my opinion. Okay, we are back and the ink is dry, so I'm gonna do a quick overview on what I think of these inks. We have the first one I did was the Sailor Manyo Nekoyanagi. And that was this lovely color right here. It is very pretty. It's kind of, all of these kind of have, well, not all of them. This one has a bit of a color shifting aspect to it, which is very, very nice. It does actually seem to be at least water resistant, which is cool. Definitely not waterproof though. Oops. And yeah, it's just really pretty. It has this color shifting aspect to it, and I don't know how I personally would use this. I think it would be great in a bullet journal or for certain types of art making, like maybe like a Zentangle would be fun to do with this. Personally, I probably wouldn't use this in my journal just because of how light it is, but it is a very, very beautiful ink. Next up, we have the Sailor Manyo Haha, which is, I guess, from the same line as the Manyo Neko Yanagi. It also has a color shift, whereas the Neko Yanagi is like a blue and purple. This one is more dominant blue with like purple undertones, even like a touch of like a green. And it's also really pretty. I think I do prefer the Neko Yanagi over the Manyo Haha. But again, it's really, really pretty. Also would probably use this for bullet journaling, some note taking, like putting accents and underlines, like using this in the same way that you might use a highlighter in note taking might be fun. The Diamine Writer's Blood. This is a gorgeous ink. I think it would be really great for journaling from an aesthetic standpoint. If you like to write horror stories, I think this would be a fun ink to use for that. It definitely offers a nice moody vibe, and yeah. Next is the Diamine Polar Glow, which this is a really interesting ink. So it didn't show up so much on the like swatch, but it has this metallic sheen to it, which is really pretty. It's this kind of rich bluey turquoisey color with a red sheen over the top. And I think this would go really beautifully in my onion skin journal. I think it would add a nice little crinkle to the page and give it a really unique look. Clearly it is not waterproof, so I probably wouldn't use it in my journal in most cases, or at least not to do anything important or document anything that felt really important to me. But it is really quite beautiful. Next up, we have the Noodler's Southwest Sunrise. This ink has got some really gorgeous shading on it. It kind of shifts from this rich orange to this kind of yellowy orange. I think the name suits it very well. Kind of reminds me of citrus fruit as well. It is a really, really pretty ink. I would definitely use this in art making, and I probably will. Yeah. Not waterproof. And if you're curious, I am licking my finger to test if these are waterproof or not. That's what I'm doing. All right, next up we have the Organic Studio Henry David Thoreau. This also, like the Diamine Polar Glow, also has like magenta sheen to it, but this one is a green color. Again, I think it would be really beautiful in my onion skin journal. Not waterproof, but it would be fun to play around with. All of these I think would go great if you like to do bullet journaling or note taking as a hobby, which I know some people do. These would all be great for that. We've got the Organic Studio Nitrogen. again, a really interesting sheen on it. It's kind of like a weak color on its own, but the sheen adds a lot of dimension. Not waterproof, but it is really beautiful. I think these sheening inks would be really great for writing holiday cards. And lastly, we have the Jacques Herbin Emerald of Chivor. And this has like some glittery sparkles in it. The mass tone here is pretty solid kind of turquoise color with some sparkles, but where I have written with the glass dip pen, there's actually quite a lot of color variation in the sheen on this. It is really, really pretty. Definitely would use this for Christmas cards. This would be fun to put into my Kaweco Lilliput. And so here's all the inks once more. And I'm gonna put these in my little journal here. I hope you guys enjoyed that ink swatching of the Goulet ink swatching set that my husband got me for my birthday, and also showcasing this cool little Fonte glass dip pen. I really actually love this thing and will be using it for all of my ink testing needs in the future. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like it. Leave any questions in the comment section down below. Which of these was your favorite inks? Or if you have any of these inks, let me know and tell me what your thoughts on them are. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I can't talk apparently. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. And I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or night. Bye.